So Apple finally update their Apple TV with the new 4th gen model with some serious updated specs. But does it put them ahead of the competition? Let's find out. Now this is an unboxing and the first impressions of what I'm getting as far as specs towards this new 4th gen release. So let's go through it slowly and find out what Apple have done to make the changes from the 2-year-old 3rd gen to the new 4th gen. So on unboxing the new Apple TV 4th gen, you can see quite clearly it's the same as last year, with the fact that it has that very nice glossy with a matte finish top with the Apple logo. From left to right we have the documentation, the lightning to USB cable, which is the standard Apple practice, the new Siri remote and the power lead. Okay, let's start with the fact that it's actually quite a bit bigger than the last Apple TV. I would say at least twice the size, in fact, in depth. Now there must be something under the hood that is giving Apple an advantage, or giving them hopefully the advantage over other competitors like the Nvidia Shield TV. So what does the 4th gen Apple TV actually have? An A8 chip with 64-bit architecture and 2 gigs of RAM. Now if you compare that to the 3rd gen, which was, I know we're talking about nearly over it's actually over 2 years ago, it only had an A5 chip with 512 megs of RAM. So Apple have done a good job with keeping it in line with the rest of the competition. It also has 802.11 AC Wi-Fi with MIMO technology and Bluetooth 4. It has an HDMI 1.4, which unfortunately doesn't support 4K content at the moment. There's Ethernet, IR receiver, and there's a new USB-C input for service and support. Now the one thing you will notice that's missing is the optical audio output, which is unfortunate because, to be honest with you, I would have preferred that to have stayed. In all honesty, yes, it's quite a bit of an upgrade compared to the last gen. So after the big thing being the specs of the new Apple TV, we now come down to the Siri remote. Now this is a brand new remote control which Apple have defined with two-tone glass with a gloss finished bottom with a matte top. The top is clickable and works very much like a touchpad, allowing you to swipe quicker around the screen, around the menu screen. The buttons are laid out in a way that is easily accessible. We now have a new Siri button, which is below the menu button, that allows you to speak into your remote, very much like the Amazon Fire TV. The remote can be charged with a lightning cable that, according to Apple, will give you a few months worth of life from a single charge. I personally have been using the new Apple TV for some time now, but it was really in need of a few updates and content before showing off its full potential, especially when combined with the SteelSeries Nimbus controller. I'm now at a point where I can show you what I use my Apple TV for, and I will be making a future video emphasising its strengths and weaknesses against the competition. So please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for future videos on games, action figures and tech. I'm Grayson Steele, and until next time.